Hello everyone, I'm Sienna, and today we will be diving into the mind-body connection through flowing sequence that is focused on hips, hip strengtheners and hip stretches. It is known that we usually hold unconscious tension at our hips, maybe in the form of sadness, fear, or worry. In light of this, we will be flowing through a light vinyasa, focusing on stretching the hips, giving it more love. In this way, we can create more space, more awareness for our hips. Maybe it can be of aid to help us understand or process the root of our emotions. We'll start in downward facing dog. Plant your palms firmly onto the ground. Take your feet back, send your hips towards the ceiling. Feel free to pedal your feet. Bend one knee, bend the other. Guide your hips side to side. And slowly come to stillness. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat, ragdoll pose. Step your feet and hips with distance. Let your torso hang over your thighs. Option to grab onto opposite elbows. Let's take a moment here to connect with our breaths. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Continue breathing, maybe sway side to side as you warm up your body. And slowly come to stillness. Release your fingertips down your mat, toe heel your feet back to touch, and slow with control roll all the way up to standing. We'll start with horse pose. So this time, step your feet a little bit wider than your hips. You want your heels in, toes out. And slow with control, sink low. Or sink your hips slow towards the ground. Maybe your thighs will become a little bit more parallel to the ground. This time, place your hands by your kneecaps. You can shimmy side to side. This one might burn a little, requires a lot of muscle engagement, especially for your legs. This time, guide your right shoulder towards the middle, as if you're trying to guide it towards the ground. To open your body, your torso, towards the left side wall. This will give your right hip joint a nice stretch. You can also shimmy side to side. And come back to center. We'll do it on the other side. This time, guide your left shoulder towards the middle. Open your body towards the right side wall. Nice stretch for the left hip joint mainly. And again, you can shimmy side to side. Another round of breath. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, slowly come back to center. Guide your hands, your heart center. And slowly come all the way up. This time, put your toes towards the front. Keep your legs straight. You can tee out your arms. We will move on with the wide-legged forward fold. Slowly with a flat back. Guide your torso all the way down to the ground. Your hands can be down your mat. You can also grab on to the outside edge of your feet. As you guide your tailbone towards the ceiling. You can also widen your stance a little bit if you wish to go a little bit deeper and guide the crown of your head all the way to the ground. Keep the legs straight. Nice slight inversion. We're here for another breath. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, slowly plant your palms all the way down to the ground. Step your feet a little bit closer. And roll all the way up to standing. Another great way to give our hips a little bit of a stretch and a strengthening pose is Malasana yogi squats. So step your feet at hips width distance and slowly sink your hips low towards the ground. You can guide your hands at your heart center. So key here is to have your heels all the way rooted, all the way down to the ground. If you're somewhere here where your heels are a little bit lifted, you can also widen your stance a little bit, see how that feels, until you can root your heels towards the ground. If you have a block or a bolster, you can also place it under so you can sit on it. Provides a little bit of support. Guide your hands at your heart center and use your tricep muscles to push your kneecaps away from you. Malasana yogi squats. This one strengthens your core, your quads, your legs, especially your lower core, your pelvic floor as well. And very good for the hips. Just breathe here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Now you can stay here, or we can add some nice little twists for our bodies. You can perfectly stay in Malasana, or you can guide your right hand towards the outside of your right foot. You can lift your left hand all the way up. This can be it, or you can also wrap it around you and grab onto your left hand with your right. Nice little twist. It's like opening the body towards the left side wall. Another round breath. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, release. Other side, we'll guide the left hand towards the outside of the left foot. Lift the right hand up. You can stay here, right hand lifted, or you can grab on to your left fingertips or left wrist. Open your body towards the right side wall. Maybe your gaze is towards the outer right edge of the room, wherever it is. It's perfectly fine. Just breathe here. Another round of breath. And exhale and release. Sink your hips all the way down to the ground. We'll do last exercise, figure 4. This time, place the sole of your left foot down the ground. Guide your right shin over your left thigh. Now this can be enough here. This is enough stretch. Place your hands by your sides. Lift your chest up. You could stay here. Maybe you can move or straighten the left leg a little bit if it's too much of a stretch. But you can bend it for a deeper stretch for hip joints. Keep the right foot flexed. And stay here for another breath. Nice deep inhale. Keep lifting your chest up. Nice long spine. And exhale, release. We'll move on to the other side. Guide the sole of your right foot down your mat. Bring your left shin over your right thigh. Again, feet flexed. You guide your left knee towards the outside. Place your hands down your mat. And again, if this is too much, you can always put your right foot a little bit more forward, less hip crease. And just breathe here. Maybe you'll notice that the sides are different. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more round. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. That is our yoga sequence for bringing more awareness or creating more space for hips. Hopefully, you enjoyed that sequence. Feel free to incorporate it after the flow, or have this or practice this whenever you're starting your day or maybe when you're ending it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I hope to get to know what kind of content you'd like to see. Till next time, thank you.